2020 hit, we had 100,000 miles we was getting ready to do. We usually do 100,000 miles. We was going into Canada and all these places. Got started. In about March time, 100,000 miles went to 14,000 miles. Went to nothing. And me and Little Roy and the band, we were sitting around the kitchen table, you know, trying to figure out what we was going to do, how we going to pay the insurance on the bus, how we going to keep the band going, how we going to keep them fed, how we going to get Little Roy's teeth updated. He's got teeth like stars, you know, that come out at night. But anyway, we was trying to figure out how to do all that stuff, and all of a sudden we were sitting there at the table and you heard, I said, Lord mercy. Little Roy said, Lizzy, man, get up and go see who's at the door. So I went up and got up to the door, opened the door, and there stood none other than a vacuum cleaner salesman. I said, Lord Jesus. He said, ma'am, I got one of the best vacuum cleaners you ever seen in your whole entire life. I said, sir, we're a bunch of musicians. We ain't had no work. This pandemic done hit, we just ain't got time for you. He said, but ma'am, you don't understand. This is the #1 vacuum cleaner of all time. It'll take care of any kind of pandemic, virus, bacteria, dust, dirt, anything. It's the #1 vacuum. I said, sir, that's all fine, but we just don't have time or the money to mess with you right now. He said, ma'am, just let me come in there and show you what I got. If you don't like what I got, I'll leave and you'll never see me again. So I turned around to get Little Roy and Bonnie's consent, you know, and before I could get their consent, that little vacuum cleaner salesman come in that door, walked into the kitchen, took a hard left, walked into the living room, and poured the biggest pile of horse manure you ever seen on Little Roy and Bonnie's carpet. I turned around and looked at Little Roy and Bonnie. Little Roy was over there sucking his teeth like he does when he gets mad, you know. Bonnie, she was waving them hips like this when she gets mad. I nodded my head. I turned around to get that vacuum cleaner salesman to come to Jesus' meeting. Before I could say a word, he said, ma'am, don't you worry. If I can't get that horse mess up, I'll eat it. I said, well, I hope you got a big appetite because they cut our power off this morning.
I love this song we've been recording.
Crystal chandelier lights up the free